You're watching Your View.
Thank you for joining us. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
Hey, great friends. It is a Tuesday afternoon here on Kaplan and Crew. Today is Tuesday, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. We are in the 7 Mile Casino studios, and we are happy to have everybody who is listening on 1090, everybody who's watching on YouTube, and then everybody who's catching up with us this evening between 7 and 8 p.m. on Channel 4 San Diego, Channel 4 Santa Barbara, Channel 118 in Orange County, and Palos Verdes. And if you're watching in any of those places right now, shout out to you guys. Glad to have you here. Along with Grande and the Brown Man, it's Kaplan and Crew. And I would just say to everybody listening, visit us on our website, kaplanandcrew.com. That's where you get it all. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Cited, Brown Bag blog, and so much more. Come visit our website. All right. Where were we? We were talking about how the Padres finally woke up in night one against the Cubs, which was last night. Game 2 coming up tonight. The bats come to life. 9 runs scored. Machado makes them pay when Rizzo drops a foul ball and hits a home run on the next pitch. And Browner, as I recall, you were saying right before we hit the break, for those of you that are just joining us now, this is all brand new and fresh. We haven't heard this yet either. Browner said, Alex, I want to yell at some people.
He wants to yell at complainers.
He wants to yell at complainers.
Yeah, pick a lane, man. Baseball is one thing, and it's always been the same thing. It's long, man, and it's boring. So therefore, if you're going to see teams score 9 runs, it's going to take about 4 hours because the other team has to hit 2. So if you get 2 teams scoring a lot of points, you might get 4.5 hours of baseball.
Points,
so
that's right.
Points, runs, goals, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm talking about. It takes a while. There's no clock. There's no running clock. There's 27 hours. The amount of time the game takes is unpredictable. But if you want to see points, that's what you're going to get. But if you don't want to see points, you don't want to see runs, then, you like pitching. And we're mad at pitching because the batting averages are too low. But now we want runs. There you go.
Well, right. See, that's
now we want runs. So pick one.
Well, but that's what the whole debate was about yesterday. Is Trevor Bauer's spin rate, new terminology, everybody. I mean, get used to it. You didn't even know what social distancing was a year ago? Get ready to understand what spin rate means. Bottom line, the more spin, seemingly, the fewer hits. The fewer hits.
Seemingly, seems nice.
Unintentional name drop.
Right. Bottom line is this. When the hitters aren't hitting and no hitters are becoming essentially commonplace, that's when baseball wakes up and goes, we got a little bit of a problem here. So, Browner, your point about complaining, I was the one complaining.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I'm the complainer.
You're a bus driver.
It was 10:48 last night, and it was still in the 8th inning. That was 3 hours and 48 minutes after the game started.
And you talk about scoring 9 points / runs on Saturday. Padres didn't score any, and it was still a 3.5 hour game. That's a problem.
That ain't 4.5. 4.5 is. If you go to a baseball game, buckle in for 3 hours. That's just what it is.
Let me ask you this. Let's say
3 hours is a blessing.
Let's say you watch last night's Padre game, but you watch it on your DVR. Okay, hear me out. You watch the whole game from first pitch to last pitch, but you watch it on DVR and you fast forward in between the pitcher actually pitching, kind of like the football team in the huddle. You fast forward through all the in-between of pitches, and you fast forward through all TV commercials. How long could it take you to watch a 4-hour baseball game if you watched it that way?
90.
Okay, 90 minutes.
No way.
How
90
long?
minutes?
You think more or less?
3 hours, man.
Do you know that the average actual play time in a baseball game is under 10 minutes? Like
what?
The moment, like in football, like a football game lasts 3 hours, but there's only 12 minutes of actual action.
Mm-hmm.
In baseball, it's less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
I see what you're saying.
From the moment the pitcher pitches to the out, there is under 10 minutes of actual play.
Oh, I'll buy that all day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why a lot of people who aren't lifelong crazed football fans think football is boring. You're like, oh my God, they run a play, they go back, they talk it out, talk to the coach, go over here, sit down with the guys, and then they finally play. A lot of people who don't love football, that's their complaint about football, that the huddling and the in-between plays is boring. What I've noticed is this. When I would watch an NBA game, I would watch it live, but then when I'd want to watch it again, it's 48 minutes of clock time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you fast forward through all the commercials, not even the actual play, forget about timeouts, forget about free throws, forget about referee, instant replays, forget about all that. Just from commercial to commercial, I would watch an NBA basketball game all 48 minutes in 35 minutes or so.
I am able to intake maybe 6 games a night per season, because the NBA has a condensed version of each game on NBA.com if you have the league pass, and that's how I can intake so many games, because the game is probably 20 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, and you see everything important.
Do you also think that we are now, I mean, we ourselves, like we always talk about pitchers and players coming off a 60-game season. The fans are coming off 60-game seasons. So we got used to this like condensed season last year where it was just like, damn, we're playoffs already.
More.
And now we literally just passed the 60-game threshold like on Saturday. I think that was when the Padres played 60 games. So now they're 62. And now we're like, wait, we still got 2/3 of the season left.
Not just us. Listen, I was listening to some of Ting Ting's post-game press conference last night, and Ting Ting was saying it's kind of hard to believe, like, we're already through the regular season of last year's 60 games, and man, we got 2/3 of the way to go. I mean, he kind of, there was a part of it that made me think, bro, like, get ready, because the marathon has not even begun yet.
Yeah,
that's going to be his excuse.
By the way,
when he's throwing out his fishing line for an excuse for when he choked at the end of the season. Well, the season you did this is almost double the last season, triple the last season. So guys are mentally worn down. Like, no, man, don't let that out of the bag. Don't say that publicly, man. That's obvious. Everybody knows that, dude.
Of course you're mad
at
him saying that.
Right.
I mean, it's just a fact that they have 2/3 of the season left to go.
Yeah.
Last year they were done.
By the way, I mean, you're telling us that he's going to choke at the end. I thought you were so bullish on
what happened to winning the World Series.
Yeah. No. Again, they will win. And listen, y'all funny. Y'all trying to get me into a trap. I've told y'all from the very beginning, they're going to win despite him. So he's going to choke at the end, and the players are going to bail him out, similar to the players bailed out Joe Madden when he choked at the end against the Indians. But which kind of butt? Kim Kardashian butt?
Question.
If he's putting the players in and they perform, how is he choking?
Because it's the pitching. He only controls the rotation pitch, the relief pitching. We talked about this before too. Again, you keep trying to put me in this trap.
I'm asking a question. You don't get so defensive. I'm asking a question.
He said he was gonna yell at people.
I'm asking you a question. Okay.
No, but you're getting so defensive.
I know. Because he feels like he's backed into a corner.
No.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
No. Let me change the tone. Let me change the tone. Let me help you. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We all know. We understand that the lineup comes from somewhere else. The lineup is a joint discussion in which he is just in charge of handing it over to the umpire. When it comes to pitching rotations, he's got more of his hands.
Why do we assume that, though? You don't think AJ players on the phone, but like, hey, put in Chris Matt, hey, put in Ramirez, hey, put in Stammen. You don't think that's a conversation that in this analytical world that we live in, you don't think that AJ Preller has any say in the bullpen rotation at all?
Actually, I don't think it's a conversation at all. I think it goes like this. AJ calls down.
Yeah.
Ting Ting. And AJ says, hey, by the way, I'm looking, at the next couple of hitters here. So get this guy warmed up in the bullpen because he's going to come in.
Yeah. Like if we're going to go out, if we're really going to go with the fact that AJ makes the lineup, then there's no way that Tingler has full control over the rotation. So if you're going to be mad at someone, I'm being for real.
I'm listening.
If we're assuming the three of us, living in a world that AJ Preller creates the lineup, that's what Browner just said.
Yes.
That it's a joint discussion, but Preller makes the lineup.
Yes.
Then on what world are we living in where we're just assuming that Preller hands over full control of bullpen rotation?
Because
how does that make sense?
Because the manager's got to do something. He's got to earn his money somewhere.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
If you're mad at the wrong person.
No, I'm not.
You're mad at the wrong person.
Tingler does not make one decision. Okay. Tingler is a babysitter in uniform. If AJ Preller could, he'd put on the uniform himself and he'd sit in the dugout. But why does
You
he
know what?
need to? He can
I
have
would
Ting
s-
Ting do it for a very small amount of money.
No, what you guys are describing is not a babysitter. He's a fall guy.
Either or. So,
Because when it goes wrong, you have people like Browner yelling at Tingler, not at Preller.
well, listen, I've already told you, and I have.
And then who gets to reap the benefit of the success when he's like, oh, AJ put this great club together.
Because he did.
Look at all this talent that he's amassed. Right. So if you're Preller, you're sitting easy because you're letting him off the hook.
Again, I've said this before. I will
You're not
repeat this
blaming
again.
AJ at all for anything.
I will repeat
and
this
you're
again on
blaming
the show.
Tingler for everything.
Political cover.
Who put the team together? Perler did. Who deserves the credit for that? Preller did. AJ deserves that. I'm just go easy. AJ deserves that credit. Period. End of story.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay,
That's
okay.
it.
But who deserves the blame if they don't perform?
They are performing.
No,
But
they don't. You
but
said
you're
they're gonna
saying-
choke. You said that at the
Yeah.
end they'll choke, and you blamed it on Tingler.
I said that see again.
Oh no,
y'all
no.
trying to-
This is exactly what you
Y'all
said.
trying to frame me. Y'all trying to who framed Roger Rabbit, okay? That's not what I'm saying. I said
Okay.
Ting Ting's gonna choke,
Uh-huh.
and the players will overcome his choke because the team was put together so well.
Right. But my argument to you is that Preller would be the one that chokes and gets bailed out by the players. If we're living in a world where Preller has control, that's an assumption.
So why? Okay, so in your world, what's the point of the manager then?
He just told you.
No,
the
it's your
point- the
world.
point
Just
of the
put an
manager-
iPad down there.
You two,
No.
you two are the ones that
No,
say
but-
that.
but-
I think Tingler has a little bit of say. You guys are
Okay.
saying that Preller has all
What
the
do you
say.
What do you think Tingler's saying? What do you think he's
No,
in charge of?
listen. He has a little say.
Like,
I don't
what
know
is
if
the
he's
say?
being
What-
listened. I don't know if he's being listened to,
Here,
but he says things.
Here's what his say might be. Hey, AJ.
You want
Yeah.
some water?
Yeah. Yo, you need anything? Can I bring anything?
Diet or regular?
Right, you
Some
need
juice?
You need me to bring anything up to the suite while you're enjoying this game?
Some
You
ice
know?
in your water or not? No.
Yeah.
Your room temp guy.
By the
All
way,
right,
the
respect.
lineups have been getting criticized a lot lately because they haven't been really optimal lineups. When you have Tatis hitting cleanup, Cronenworth hitting third, he's not a third hitter. Like, so the lineups have been getting criticized a lot recently. So where's the criticism on that? When you go 2-6 in your last 8, where's the criticism on Preller on
Well,
that?
hey,
That's all I'm saying.
Show us where we are now. Okay, so here we are. It's Tuesday. The Padres won last night. They beat the Cubs, and we talked about this yesterday, how the Cubs had swept them last time these two teams were together in Chicago at Wrigley. So the Padres get a win last night. The Dodgers were off last night. Let's take a look where we are in the standings today as all these teams will get back at it. Let's see what you got here, Alex. Here we go. Take us through it.
Yep. Well, Padres only ones that played yesterday, so now they're a game and a half. Giants are 37-22. Padres 37-25, game and a half out. Dodgers 34-25. I think they're 2 games out. That's a typo on my bad. Tonight the Padres play the Cubs at 7. The Dodgers have already started against the Pittsburgh Pirates in Pittsburgh, and the Giants are in Texas, where the NL West dominates, and they play at 5 o'clock.
Okay, there you go. Now you're all caught up to speed. Hey, give me 1 second because I want to talk about HES Solar for just a minute here, and I'll tell you how easy this is. I'll make this super easy for you. Okay, you're at home, you're watching on TV, you're watching on YouTube. Okay, or maybe you're driving down the road and you're listening on the radio. I'll make this really, really easy for you. The email address is spencer@hessolar.com. Spencer, SPENCER, just like it sounds, Spencer at HESSOlar.com. You email Spencer, say, hey, Spencer, I'm contemplating solar for my business, because that's really where his area of expertise is helping your business save a lot of money by putting in solar. Hey, Spencer, I'm contemplating solar. I'm thinking about it. I'm looking for some bids. I've got a building. I have this many employees. I've got this many square feet. And can you come and take a look and give us a hand and let us know what we can do? Spencer at HESSolar.com. If you've got your house and you're like, man, these electric bills, they're too much. Summer's coming. I'm going to be running my air conditioning. Electric's going to get out of control. Use solar, HES Solar. Spencer at HES Solar. Spencer can help you with your home as well. His area of expertise is your business, but he can help you with your home. Spencer at HESSolar.com. Spencer at HESSolar.com. This guy used to work with us at 1090 for many years. He was a sales guy, went over, started selling solar. He's been really successful, like I said, and can help you, your family, your business, your home. Spencer at HESSolar.com. All right. So Browner wants to yell and scream, guys, about people who complain about long baseball games. I'm one of those people. I was driving home last night, 10:48 p.m., and this game was still going on, and we weren't even in the ninth inning. Okay. Long ass game. Okay. But Browner's hot takes have been something, Alex, that we've been compiling here so far this year. And I've got to give the credit to Joe Rigby, longtime great friend, excellent angler, by the way. Joe Rigby, great dad. Okay. So Joe has been compiling Browner hot takes. How many does he have so far?
I currently have in front of me 39. And this is from April. So that's a good pace, dude. That's a good pace.
April, May, we're in mid-June, not even in mid-June.
Beginning of June. We have April and May here, basically.
Right. So we've got 60 days, and there's 39 hot takes. And let's just say we narrow it down to 30 hot takes. That means Browner gives us a legit hot take once every 2 days.
Pretty much.
Again, hot take is a term vastly overused. I wouldn't say these are hot takes. These are probably like just cool takes.
Well, really, Scott, if you really do the math of it, we only do about 20 shows a month. And there's been 2 months. So in 40 shows, approximately, he's already giving us 39 hot takes.
Okay.
So almost every day.
Yeah.
Almost every day.
Yeah, it's actually good use of math.
Who determines what's a hot take?
We say on the show that's a hot take. And then Joe Rigby's such an attentive listener that he just writes them down for us. Now, not all of them, like I'm reading through some, and not all of them are like, as hot as the previous bracket that we had, but there's definitely some hot takes. Like number 5, Curve is a great cologne.
Oh my God. That is. Who against that? Who against that?
I mean, in the world of colognes,
y'all
against that Curve is a great cologne.
Y'all against that? What is happening in America? First Joe Manchin, now this?
This is wrong. This isn't even a hot take. This is just wrong. Sam Darnold has red hair like Andy Dalton.
They do.
That's just wrong. That's just a fact. Oh man. Let's see. Worst manager in baseball, Jayce Tingler.
Easily. Next question.
Really? Worst manager in all of baseball. Now, look, I'm not saying Jayce Tingler is a great manager or even a good manager.
All of baseball.
Okay, or even really a manager. But really, he's the worst manager in all of baseball. Not Major League Baseball, just baseball. Like even Little League Baseball, he's the worst.
Anywhere they playing baseball. Anywhere. Anywhere. Look at the collection of talent.
For a guy
anywhere in baseball,
any baseball,
Padres, but Little League game manager. Gosh, he hates the manager.
Oh, also,
yeah,
I do remember this one. It's Chase, not Jayce.
It is Chase.
Just wrong. That's just wrong. Oh yeah, Browner was not impressed the day that Ohtani threw a 100-mile-per-hour fastball and hit a home run with 115-mile-per-hour exit velocity, which is still the fastest home run of the season. He said not impressive.
Yeah. By the way, so did you
hit a home run. Big deal.
You said the same thing yesterday about Logan Paul making it through the entire fight with Floyd Mayweather. I was reading Joe Rogan, who has a pretty astute eye for fighting, given his UFC work. And Joe Rogan had sent out a message on Instagram saying that maybe the thing he was most impressed with was the fact that Logan Paul could withstand the 8 rounds in a fight against a world-class fighter like this, just moving, just the moving part of it and answering the bell, which is what I was saying yesterday. You guys just gave me nothing on that. You're like, I'm not impressed by that.
Joe Rogan smoked dope on
Joe Rogan, he
show.
was high as hell, dude.
So what?
Next.
So was everybody.
Yeah. No thanks.
Sorry
for what? Logan Paul lasted 8 rounds with Floyd Mayweather, took some punches, danced around, and listen, that's impressive because I got news for you. None of the 3 of us could go 8 rounds right now with Floyd Mayweather.
If I trained properly, I could.
I couldn't do it, but I don't pretend to do it. Number 21. Kristaps Porzingis is as good, if not better, than Anthony Davis.
Yeah, that's the only one not looking good right now. I'll give you that one. That was pretty.
These are the Browner hot takes, man. These are
you also. I do remember this. You doubled down again this year.
I did,
and you said Carson Wentz can prove he's a top 5 quarterback.
Oh yeah. Listen. We coach uniform, better offensive line, better head coach, Chris Reich. We ready.
Chris
We read
Reich?
it. You
Yeah.
know who I mean.
Who? Chris Reich. Who
The
he
head
played for?
coach. The head coach for the Colts.
Oh, him.
Who he is.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Weathers is the best pitcher on the Padres pitching staff.
You see him last night, only give up 3 runs.
Only.
Mm-hmm. They say they scored, they won the game. What y'all want him to he can't do everything.
If you had Ryan Weathers or Yu Darvish and you had to pick one of them to pitch one game, who are you taking?
Me? Ryan
Yeah,
Weathers.
Mink.
I'm taking the weatherman, baby. I'm taking the weatherman. What y'all talking about?
Padres can win the World Series without Fernando Tatis Jr.
Oh my goodness.
When he was out, what's their record when he don't play?
Not good.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
All right,
that.
hold on. We got 30 seconds here. Let me finish. Let me just go down. All right.
9 out of 10.
Aaron Rodgers would be the 3rd best quarterback if he came to the AFC West.
Easy.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a hot take.
Easy.
Deshaun Watson will be the starting quarterback for the Washington football team.
The Redskins, true. Facts.
All right, hold on a second. Thank you to the great friends that are keeping track of the Browner hot takes for us to decipher through and decide what is and what is not a hot take. More of this list on the way. And you mentioned Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers not with the Packers. I want to get to that. Stick around. We're in the 7 Mile Casino Studios on Kaplan and Crew.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Southern California radio is a special game, a unique game from the sandy beaches of the Baja and all the way to Santa Barbara. My voice sounds pretty cool. The all-new and mightier 1090.
Adios, love handles.
Adios, couch.
Adios, Quarantine 15.
Say adios to the quarantine bod with Pollo Fit Bowls, made with fire-grilled chicken and organic super greens from El Pollo Loco.
The Olympic Games, where the eyes of the world will turn to Tokyo for the greatest show on Earth. Catch all the action leading up to the Olympic Games on Countdown to Tokyo every Tuesday at 7 on Your View. You'll get the latest news on preparations for the Games, details about the sports involved, and in-depth insights into teams, athletes, and the host city. Don't miss Countdown to Tokyo, Tuesdays at 7 on Your View.
COVID vaccines are safe, convenient, and free, and they are effective at protecting you against the coronavirus. I'm Dr. Akilah Weber, a pediatric gynecologist and state assembly member, and I got the vaccine to protect my family. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and everyone who receives the vaccine helps us get one step closer to returning to normal. Go get your vaccine today. Visit myturn.ca.gov to find a site near you. Do it for yourself, your family, and for our community.
We have a term for typical cheese-filled, grease-covered, regret-inducing takeout. That's why dinner from El Pollo Loco is always fire-grilled, freshly prepared, feel-good food. The $20 Familia Dinner from El Pollo Loco.
Let's take it up a notch with Kaplan and Crew tonight's Premium Boost, powered by the mightier 1090.
Welcome to the Jacobs & Cushman San Diego Food Bank and our 90,000 square foot facility. We feed 350,000 people every single month. Many people ask, how can I help? You can volunteer for the San Diego Food Bank. Just go to san-diegofoodbank.org, register to volunteer. No group is too small, no group is too large, but those volunteers are integral to our success in feeding the community. Another way you can help is by hosting a food drive. Just go online and register your group, your company, or organization. It's that easy. Another great way is through our virtual food drive, where you can literally buy food on our behalf. Lastly, another great way to make an impact is to go online and make a financial contribution to the San Diego or North County Food Bank. On behalf of the San Diego Food Bank, our staff, our volunteers, and the 350,000 people we serve every month, thank you for helping us fight hunger and feed hope in San Diego County.
Casa de Amparo has been around since 1978.
And now we're in the Twin Oaks Valley in San Marcos with a beautiful campus. We work with children and families who've experienced chronic trauma over their lifetime, and we're here to help heal that.
I always told myself, seeing that my mother passed away through domestic violence, that I would never put myself in that position. And if it ever happened, I would leave. But it's easier said than done.
These are foster youth who are not able to manage in a foster home environment. My husband and I have been a part of the San Marcos community in our businesses since 1993.
One of the beautiful things about Kayleen, she started here at Casa de Amparo years ago when we were at the shelter with a church group.
How can we best give back is to volunteer our time.
Because without donors like Bassett, we would not be able to provide the services we provide.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's premium boost is powered by the mightier 1090.
Our massive signal covers an area where over 24 million people reside. So if you're listening or advertising on another station, we have only one question. Why? The new generation of radio, the all-new and mightier 1090.
Adios, love handles.
Adios, couch.
Adios, Quarantine 15.
Say adios to the quarantine bod with Pollo Fit Bowls, made with fire-grilled chicken and organic super greens from El Pollo Loco.
Cancer Center is the only comprehensive cancer center in San Diego, which has NCI designation, which NCI stands for National Cancer Institute. And this is designated to only the highest possible ratings for cancer centers in the country. And that means that it's experts in every medical subspecialty pushing boundaries for difficult to treat cancers. We have a unique blend of cancer research and patient care, which really helps us take care of the whole patient from bench to bedside interventions with the latest research, and we're really pushing the boundaries to treat each individual cancer as much as possible. We're very proud of our leadership here in the community at UCSD.
We have a term for typical cheese-filled, grease-covered, regret-inducing takeout. That's why dinner from El Pollo Loco is always fire-grilled, freshly prepared, feel-good food. The $20 Familia Dinner from El Pollo Loco.
Kaplan and Crew tonight presents Sports in a Minute.
The U.S. Olympic swim trials began this past weekend in Omaha, Nebraska. UC San Diego had 3 swimmers competing for a chance to advance to the second wave in order to qualify for the 2021 Olympic team. Ivan Kraken won the 400-meter freestyle trial in Wave 1 to advance. He went into the finals with the top time of 3 minutes 57.88 seconds from prelims, then shaved off over a second and a half to get the win in the finals with a time of 3 minutes 56.17 seconds. Spencer Daly swam in the B final of the 100-meter butterfly and tied for second. He also swam the 50-meter free, finishing 19th. Julie Arzave completed in the 1500-meter free and placed 5th. Her 800 split time of 8 minutes 56.61 seconds set a new school record. I'm Haley Stasiak. That's your Sports in a Minute. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew tonight.
I've been a part of this community for a long time, and giving back is what we do. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego. Grand prize is this $4 million luxury home, or you could win a car, vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a prize. And you'll feel good knowing your raffle purchase goes to help families like the Lechugas. The next early bird deadline is June 18th.
Catch all the action live on your view as the 1904 Football Club takes on the Chattanooga Football Club, June 12th at 5 p.m.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Hey, great friends, if you're just getting with us here on 1090 on radio, or perhaps you're just getting into the YouTube show, get involved in the YouTube chat right over here. And then maybe you're watching tonight on TV because you're just catching up. You're home from work, you're chilling, you're flipping channels. You're like, I know those guys. Yeah, we're on TV too. Channel 4 in San Diego and Santa Barbara, 118 in Orange County and Palos Verdes. And on your own time, dude, on all the different audio podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, Amazon Music. You can find everything we do on our website, kaplanandcrew.com, along with Grande Alejandro Padilla, mi hermano numero uno.
Numero uno.
Sí. And bringing the street cred from the 7 Mile Casino podcast shed, Big Brown in the house. Gentlemen, we were just in the middle.
South America.
Yeah. We were just in the middle of all the Browner hot takes that we've been compiling. And I said, I want to get to Aaron Rodgers. I'm getting there. And I also want to get to Kevin Durant. I'm getting there. But Grande, where were we in the Browner hot take list as compiled by longtime great friend Joe Rigby?
Well, listen, there's plenty to choose from.
First of all, let's stop. The slander on Curve, can we omit that? Because everybody knows Curve's a great cologne.
Put it on Sided.
By the way, I really don't know that Curve is a great cologne, and I don't know that it's a terrible cologne. Is Curve like a cologne that I should be getting at a department store, or is Curve a cologne I should be getting in like your run-of-the-mill CVS? Tell me.
You can find Curve at all of your major cologne distributors. That could be Macy's, that could be Nordstrom's, that could be the guy in the parking lot. It don't matter. Everybody got Curve.
You know where
That's
you
how
can
good it
find
is.
Curve?
The Curve in the brown can. Don't get that Curve in the blue can. The Curve in the blue can, I don't know nothing about that. The Curve in the brown can.
Do you know where you can find Curve?
Tell me.
And listen, if you use Curve, that's on you. That's your
Look
thing.
at this slander. Look at this man about to slander 250,000 people.
You know where you can find Curve?
Tell me.
CVS.
Oh, really?
What's wrong with that? Access. What's wrong with that?
Just not
Why
the
you
mark.
hating?
Not the mark of a great cologne. That's all I'm letting you know.
Okay, what can you get that's not at CVS?
What can you get that
is not at CVS? That is a cologne.
Well, let me ask you
CVS carries
this.
a wide array of colognes, sir.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, if you go, like, I don't go to department stores, okay? In fact, I really never shop for anything, you know?
It's terrible. I hate it.
Well, like, even just like clothes shopping, for example. Like, I don't ever do any clothes shopping of any kind. And if I need something, okay, especially over the last 18 months, where I haven't really buttoned my pants, I haven't put on a belt, I refuse to tuck my shirt in because my belly's flopping over.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when Del Mar comes back? Got to put a suit on, big fella.
Oh, the green pants.
You know, opening day of Del Mar is July 16th, and I think I've made a decision this year that I'm going to do things completely differently. I think this year I'm going to go casual.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
I think I'm going to make a complete switch, and I'm going to go casual.
Are you going to go like linen shirt and shorts and flip flops?
I don't know if I'll go
seen
that
that look.
casual. I don't know if I'll go that casual. I can still see a sport jacket in my future, but I can see a shirt that's untucked because I'm too fat to tuck my shirt in. I don't want to have a
you're
belt.
not. You just put it. You posted a thirst trap on Sunday or Saturday.
Again, it was the angle. It was the angle.
Still
man. It was
shirtless,
the
so you
angle.
can't come out here and say you're too fat because you're putting shirtless videos. I don't care about your angle.
I let you see my back, not my front. I didn't let you see.
I saw your side.
You don't want to see frontal nudity, okay?
No.
Let
That
me
I
ask
can
you.
assure
No.
Listen, you know how much stuff you got to suck in during a push-up? Let me ask you a question.
Go
Is
ahead,
the
ask.
lady going? Is the lady going to opening day?
Yes, she is.
You got to match
Then
her
you
vibe.
are wearing a suit. You
Yeah.
are wearing a suit,
I
sir.
don't
It's
know,
not up
man.
to you.
I don't know.
You're representing somebody else.
What
It's
is
not up to you.
Okay, hold on, real quick though.
Yeah.
What is casual in your mind
Kaplan
as
casual. What's Kaplan
opposed
casual?
to what you would normally wear?
Okay, here's the thing. I think this year, because Del Mar's opening day will be different, and because I don't plan on going up into the turf club, I got to have on the right suit and all this kind of stuff. I think I'm going to be, in the terrace overlooking the paddock. I think I'll be in the clubhouse overlooking the track. I think I'm going to be in what are called casual locations. And even though you dress it up on opening day, I'm thinking a pair of like chilled out kind of pants, okay, a shirt that I don't have to tuck in, and maybe a jacket over it. And I've given up on all shoes. The only shoes I wear now are Nike sneakers. I do not wear dress shoes anymore. And I'm trying to avoid that for as long as I can. So I'm telling you right now, I'm thinking very seriously about opening day, taking it down a notch, taking it down. Casual.
All right. Respect.
Casual.
I
Thank
got to
you.
see it,
Respect
though.
to you.
I got to
Respect
see
to
it.
you.
Respect.
I've
Now,
never done a dressed up Del Mar. Ever.
Me neither.
Well,
ever.
I'll tell you guys this. We're going to be there on opening day, and we're still trying to work out all the logistics. But plan on doing a live broadcast on opening day at Del Mar on July 16th, which is a Friday.
That's breaking news.
Yeah.
You
Trying.
said that publicly.
Yeah. Trying to work on it.
We just had a discussion about that. Now it's public.
It's a small one, too.
Now you got to do it.
Well,
now you got to do
small
it.
discussion.
It's funny you say that because I got an email today from Rich Elrod, our longtime sales associate, who said, "Hey, how important is it to do the opening day broadcast?" And I said, "It's freaking really important." And it's not just important for us; it's important for them because they got to tell the world that they're back. And the show that has been the spokesperson for the racetrack for the last 15 plus years, they need us there to tell everybody else on radio, on TV, online. They need us to tell everybody, hey, it's back. You can come. And if you don't have opening day tickets, come tomorrow. So I think it's super important.
Okay. Why did he ask a question like that, though? Is it that
because he was working with the track and trying to put together some kind of sales related stuff. And they wanted the opening day broadcast. And he asked me how important that was. And I said, super important. It really is. All right. I don't know where we were. We were in the middle of Browner hot takes. Okay.
He started yelling about Curve Cologne.
Right. Curve Cologne got us started down a rabbit hole. For those of you that are just getting here, I do want to just mention one more time, one of our great sponsors. I'll mention the Total T Clinic, totaltclinic.com. Fellas, men's health issue, super easy. You want to be as healthy as you can be. And when you get a little older, your testosterone levels drop just a little bit, or maybe a lot. And then all of a sudden, instead of having all this energy and feeling good and beating your chest, you're like tired and sluggish, and it's just your body language, and you're not getting the job done in the bedroom. And it's just things aren't good for you when your testosterone levels are low. Your body can't fight off infection. You're not staying healthy. Guys, come to the Total T Clinic, spend 15 minutes, get your testosterone levels checked for free. If they're low, we're going to get you on a treatment of testosterone. We do accept most health insurance. Okay. I'll put that out there for you. And get on to testosterone, and then you're going to feel it. And it may not be a week or two, it might be 6, but you're going to feel it. And it's like I told you about my buddy last week who sent me that text message. Tell everybody, I got clear mind, I'm feeling energized, and I am bringing the heat.
I still don't know who you're talking about.
Well, I don't want to say his name.
I legitimately have no idea who you're talking about.
I don't want to say his name because his wife may not realize where all this newfound,
putting him on
nor
blast.
should she.
Why?
Nor should
Who cares
she.
where it
Good
comes
for
from?
him.
Well,
Good
I don't
for
want to
him.
air him out if he doesn't want to be aired out.
Yeah, man.
He
Don't air the guy
texted
out.
you. He knows
If
who
he a
you are.
superstar.
Well,
He
yeah,
knows who you are.
He's my friend.
Yeah, you think
Listen.
if he's your friend, he knows how big of a mouth you are. Anybody tells you
That's also true.
anytime anybody tells you anything,
Yeah.
it's public record.
Well, but here's what
They
he
got to
said.
know that.
Here's what he said. Former NBA star says this to me.
Which
I've been on Total T Clinic for a couple months, and here's an anonymous testimonial you could share on air. Now, this guy's telling me this months after he already is on Total T. He says,
Okay,
quote,
let me ask you a question.
Go
Did he
ahead.
make an all-star team?
No.
Because I can figure it out if he
Who he played
figure it out
for?
if he did.
I'm not going to tell you who he played for because
Mhm.
you're going to know it immediately.
I won't say it if
He
I figure it out.
He says this. He says, great friends, a dear friend who wishes to remain anonymous
Who
sent
does he
me
know in
this.
the NBA?
He says, loving the show and finally gave Total T a chance. Energy, clarity, and libido are all up. And he said, if Browner says he was number 2 in PB at getting ass all those years ago, I was number 1 in San Diego County and feel like I could reclaim my rightful throne now. That is an endorsement for Total T, ladies and
Michael
gentlemen.
Thompson live in San Diego?
No.
Okay.
This has to be anonymous for multiple reasons. Because depending on when he got married, this definitely cannot get out.
Because
Mhm.
Michael Thompson's pretty yoked for his age.
Yeah, well.
And
think
now you
about-
work with him.
Yeah, think about those.
Because I'm
great-
trying to think about all your NBA connections. It's not that many.
No, it's a pretty small group.
Yeah.
And think about not just NBA connections, NBA players, former NBA players
Right.
who live in San Diego.
Judd
That's a
Bushwick.
long
But
list,
then you
man.
said it was a black guy.
Yeah, you said Jed Bushler, and he's not black.
I know.
Darren Williams.
No, not him.
Darren Williams.
Yeah, it's just a name that he made up that could be in the NBA.
First of all, Darren Williams was a multiple-time All-Star for the Utah Jazz, and he lives in San Diego. Stop it! Don't do that to me.
Is that him? Is that him? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that to him. Don't do that to him.
Does Scott know him?
Yeah.
Never heard that name before.
Me neither. Do better.
You never heard it? Listen, you a Laker fan. You don't count.
Thanks.
All right, do me a favor. Before I talk about Aaron Rodgers for 1 minute, and John Clayton is coming up. So our longtime NFL insider, John Clayton, will be here coming up for those of you that are going to stick with us, because if you're watching on TV right now, you're going to have to come back to YouTube. If you're listening on radio and you got something else to do later on, you're going to have to come back to YouTube. Or you can follow us on all the social platforms and we'll put out clips. But John Clayton's coming up and I want to talk about Aaron Rodgers. But Alex, just finish the John Browner hot take list. Apparently, since Joe Rigby started collecting these hot takes, we're at 39 hot takes.
Yeah,
since April 1st.
I'm kind of like filtering them through, because some of them are just things that he said that are just straight wrong. But Justin Herbert will win MVP this season. Guarantee it. Mark the tape.
Oh, wow. Justin Herbert, you mean the second best quarterback in the AFC West will actually win the MVP over the best quarterback in the NFL, Browner?
Yes.
Really? Over Patrick Mahomes?
Look, like I said, Pat Mahomes won't get the MVP because he's been so great. He's going to have to do above. Patrick Mahomes is competing against Patrick Mahomes at this point, similar to how Tom Brady is competing against Tom Brady at this point. So therefore, the MVP is going to be amongst a bunch of new guys, the Lamar Jacksons, that kid out in Buffalo, Josh Allen, my guy Justin Herbert. You know, you might have some Justin Fields pop up, have some flash moments, but you know, I really feel like this is a prove it year. It's a prove it year for my guy.
Justin Fields will start week 1.
That's not a hot take.
The
He's married
Bears
to that one.
will be in the playoffs.
Yeah. Both of those. The Bears in the playoffs last year.
Oh, I forgot about these. These are good. Aliens are under the ocean. They under there, man. They under there.
Is that what Joe Rigby wrote?
Yeah.
They under there.
And then he spelled under UNDA there like THAAH. They under there, man. They under there. And
they are under there?
I forgot about this.
What's hard about that?
I don't know how. This is a hot take. I mean, clearly, the U.S. never landed on the moon. Quote: "Go up there and bring back the flag. Prove it."
Yeah.
A lot of people are with me on that one.
Yes, you're not alone.
Man.
You're not alone. There are a lot of people that don't believe the U.S. landed on the moon. But what I like about your hot take on this is that in order for us to prove it to you, we have to get on some kind of space mission with Jeff Bezos, go to the moon, land.
On his way up there now.
Take the flag and bring it back and go, yo, Browner, this is the flag. Now, if I went and I just got a flag and it was all beat to hell, you know, and the pole was all rusted.
That's
I was
not
like,
it.
yo, Browner, I went to the moon. Here's the flag, dog. Would you buy that?
Listen,
No.
I need to see live footage of you hopping out, picking that Joan up, and bringing it
You
back.
know, there's footage of them doing that, going on the moon.
Listen, you know them cameras weren't
See,
working.
you're gonna
right?
say that regardless of what happens. Then let's.
No, we got 4K. We got 4K. You can at least the delay will probably be about 8 to 10 seconds. You can prove it to me. I can fall for that. Prove it to me.
So the delay is shorter from the moon to the U.S. than it is from Petco to my house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm only got a 30-second delay on Padre games. Anyways, final one, Scott. The hottest of hot takes.
Yeah.
The Chargers will have a record of 12-4, which
That's
is
not
physically impossible.
Right.
How? Well, they added another game.
Right. So the math doesn't add up.
Right.
It's
But
16.
this is before the game was added.
No, it
You
was
stopped
actually
that.
it was actually one of the final ones he wrote. So
Yeah. Kind of most recently.
right.
No.
All right,
no.
adjust
We need to-
your prediction. 13-4, 12-5.
12-5.
Oh, I knew that he was going to
I
pick
knew
12
it.
and 5.
I
That
knew
was
it
such
too.
a cop.
He's got no confidence. He's got
Right.
no confidence.
If he believed in the Chargers, he would have said 13-4 automatically. Like, my guy's going to win the MVP. This is his prove it year.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
This is.
You know what's funny is I was reading Jim Trotter wrote an article of like teams to watch this season, and of course the Chargers on there because
Why won't Jim Trotter come on this show?
He will.
Got to ask him.
Yeah, Joe, come on.
But he even wrote it on the paragraph himself. He's like, I do this every year. I put the Chargers as the team to watch, and year after year they fail me. I think this is the year though. And I'm like, Jim, learn your lesson, brother. You're like, you are the only, like, you're not the only one. Every NFL analyst out there picks the Chargers every year to be the team to watch, the team that exceeds expectations because they have the most talent, blah, blah, blah. And just like I didn't pick against LeBron James, I'm picking against the Chargers again. Prove it to me.
Right. Well, it's the way
Prove
I
it.
feel about the Clippers. Like, and I'm not like I said this yesterday. I'm not watching the Clippers all season long. But now that the Lakers have lost and the Clippers move on, now I'm curious. But because the Clippers have never made it to the Western Conference Finals, and so many people are saying, well, this is the year. The Clippers can legit win the NBA championship, or certainly can make it to the finals this year. My thought on that is, okay, that seems like a reasonable take, but I've never seen it before. So I got to see it. You're going to have to prove it.
Should we add that to a hot take? Is it a hot take? You said Garrett, the Clippers will be in the NBA Finals or win the NBA Finals. What'd you say?
I said the Clippers will be in the NBA Finals.
The Nets win.
Yes, the Nets win. The Nets win in a 6-game series. That's not a hot take. No, the Clippers are the best remaining team in the Western Conference right now. They're the most healthy. They've got the best players left. So like they've got the best bench. They've got the best starting five left. I don't really see it. That's not a hot take.
If the Clippers played the Nets in the NBA Finals, like I'd be into it. Like that would be, as just a sports fan, I'd be like, wow, that's a great NBA Finals. I mean, there's superstars, there's guys who've won championships, there's big stars who haven't won championships. There's guys who've combined forces to try and win a championship. I mean, there'd be a lot of drama between the Clippers and the Nets. But here's the one thing I'll say: we never get what we really want in sports.
Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard matchup in the NBA Finals got spoiled when it was Warriors Raptors. This opportunity for both these guys to go at it, assuming they're both healthy. Woo!
Did you accept?
Lock me in.
Did you accept Bill Hagen's bet yesterday?
Yes,
you did.
Yes, because I think the Suns are going to beat the Nuggets, and obviously, the Clippers are going to beat the Jazz.
Okay, so what is the bet? Just real quick, the bet from Bill Hagen yesterday issued a bet for Browner now.
So Bill Hagen, the Suns fan, the owner of 1090, the guy
he whooped both of y'all. Now he think he's gonna whoop me.
Right. So because he heard Browner's confidence in the Clippers, saying that the Clippers will be in the NBA Finals. So Bill Hagen made the same bet he made with me when the Clippers and the Suns play in the next round. Then if the Clippers win, what does Bill
Bill
have
has
to
to
wear?
probably rock a Clippers
shirt.
And then if the Suns win, Browner's got to rock that really cool Sun shirt that he likes so much.
Really cool. Yeah.
It's a great shirt.
You know what's really cool? And if I would have known this, I would have picked the Suns in 4. Did you see how Devin Booker rolled up to the game yesterday?
Oh, that was so cool.
Well, he got whips, boy. You see the other one?
No, this is the only one I've seen. And my God, dude, Suns in 4.
All right, who can name that car?
That's
it's
like a Cutlass.
I think if you backed it up, I'm just going to look at it off the top of my head. I don't know what it is. I kind of feel like it's a Chevy Impala.
Go to the previous day from this guy's account, because he had a black car similar to that. It was bomb.
Dude, that is a beautiful car.
Beautiful car.
That is. I mean, when you're Devin Booker and you're making $30 million a year, and you can restore
Kendall Jenner,
and you can restore a car that, maybe you got 60, 70 grand into, 100 grand, whatever it is. Like, you've just restored an old Chevy rather than going out and buying yourself a new Lambo,
I would much rather do that than buy a Lamborghini or one of these other like super mad fancy cars. Let's just restore an old bomb car.
Dude, my car.
No.
My car though, dude, and I'm still committed to doing this. I haven't
campaign.
Yeah, I mean,
of all people, a French league guy shows up in that.
Yo, he beat the Lakers, dude.
I mean, but a lot of guys like the modern day Italian sports cars. Me personally, I'm looking for like a 68, 69, 70 Oldsmobile Cutlass 442 convertible. That's what I'm looking for.
68 Chevy Camaro SS.
Oof. Oh, nice.
Oh,
nice.
I seen one the other day, dude. It was sick.
Me and my girlfriend were driving the other day, and I literally had to pull off, and she goes, "What are you doing?" And I go, "I got to just back up. There's this guy with this black convertible Cutlass that I got to just go take a look at." And he was standing there in his driveway. I had to take a look at it. I love American muscle cars. I'm not really into the flashy Italian, overly expensive, I've got a small wiener sort of car.
If I had disposable income to do something like that with one of those cars, I would definitely do it with an American car. I would never waste my money on any of these Audi or anything of that nature. I would definitely restore an old car and make it bomb.
All right, let me say this. John Clayton, our longtime NFL insider, is on the way. Aaron Rodgers not reporting to the Packers, and Julio Jones being traded to the Tennessee Titans. These are two stories that we definitely want to get into, John, about. And also,
that's a good black car, Browner.
Which one are you looking at?
Yeah, you see it?
Let me see. This is Devin Booker's other car?
Yeah.
Look at
Look at that. Now, see, that's a Monte Carlo, I think. So
That's hard, man.
He must have a thing for like Chevys, because that's a Monte Carlo SS.
That's
He got a collection. I want to see
That's
now. I want to
nice.
see his car collection. I'm not even a car dude.
That's nice. All right.
I barely got mirrors.
All right, John Clayton. They are taped on.
Yeah.
John Clayton will be here.
That's great.
Our longtime NFL insider, John Clayton, will be here. We're going to talk Aaron Rodgers. We'll talk Julio Jones. We'll talk about mini camps happening right now. John Clayton will join us.
Are we ever going to talk about Kevin Durant and Lana Rhodes?
Yes, we are. We are absolutely going to talk about Kevin Durant. And
I had a feeling Browner doesn't know what the hell we're talking about.
And he probably doesn't know who Lana Rhodes play for.
Who does she play for? Is she a soccer player?
I don't know. We'll have to get to that
Plays for
story.
a lot of
Stick
teams.
around. All right, John Clayton is coming up. Hang out.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Catch Kaplan and crew Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. If you've listened to Scott Kaplan the last 20 years, you know one thing. He likes to stir up some shit. A new generation of radio. The all-new and mightier 1090.
It's time to eat like you won't always be wearing elastic waistbands. With Pollo Fit Bowls, made with organic super greens from El Pollo Loco.
Live soccer is back. Watch Orange County Soccer Club, OC's highest level of professional soccer, live on your view. Watch Orange County SC take on the San Diego Loyal SC, Wednesday, June 9th at 7. Watch world-class players and future stars. Transform your summer with the new family game night and outdoor fun all season long. Live soccer is back. Orange County versus the San Diego Loyal, Wednesday at 7 on your view.
I've been a part of this community for a long time, and giving back is what we do. That's why I'm so excited to tell you about the San Diego Giving Back Raffle, a benefit for Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego. Grand prize is this $4 million luxury home, or you could win a car, vacation, or cash. Everyone is guaranteed to win a prize. And you'll feel good knowing your raffle purchase goes to help families like the Lechugas. The next early bird deadline is June 18th.
Adios, love handles.
Adios, couch.
Adios, Quarantine 15.
Say adios to the quarantine bod with Pollo Fit Bowls, made with fire-grilled chicken and organic super greens from El Pollo Loco.
Here's Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout with Haley Stasiak.
UC Irvine baseball battled but couldn't quite get another comeback against Stanford in the regional finale on Monday night, falling to the Cardinal 11-8, ending their 2021 season. Stanford got 7 runs in the first inning, and while the Eaters were able to get on the board in the bottom of the frame as well, it would be an uphill battle the rest of the game. The Eaters were able to close the gap in the middle innings, but couldn't quite capitalize on several opportunities to get more runs. Redshirt freshman outfielder Nathan Church was a key component all season for the Eaters. His 4 hits in last night's game make him the first Eater in program history with 100 hits in a season. He also finished the year with 24 doubles, tying Keston Hira and Taylor Holiday for the most in a single season. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew Tonight.
Kaplan and Crew Tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by Your View.
Rich Eisen here, inviting you to catch my show, The Rich Eisen Show, on our flagship radio station, the Mightier 1090. We're on every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to noon Pacific time. You'll like what you hear. If not, that's just, I guess, too bad.
A new generation of radio. The all-new and Mightier 1090.
The Olympic Games, where the world's best athletes will compete on the most prestigious stage. Catch all the action leading up to the Olympic Games on Guide to the Games every Tuesday on Your View. The series examines the qualification process, the history of the Games, and the teams and athletes that are expected to shine, plus information about the rules, events, and competitors. Don't miss Guide to the Games, Tuesdays on Your View.
Love Promise moments are part of the mission of what we do here at Subaru El Cajon. A love promise moment is when we as human beings deliver an experience beyond exceptional to any one of our guests, and then that guest's life is positively affected by that interaction. It's amazing to watch what happens when two human beings talk on that level and create something magical. And sometimes they drive away with a car, sometimes they don't, but we've had an impact on that person's life, and that's the magic. You know, our employees react to things like Make-A-Wish, Feeding San Diego, and the other groups we help by jumping in.
This year, through COVID, we were able to help a little girl out and got her a rather large scooter that she needed for mobility.
We gave up our Christmas party as employees, and we actually adopted a wish of a young girl here in El Cajon, and we gave her a 3-wheel scooter so she didn't have to use her wheelchair all the time. It gives me goosebumps even thinking about it.
Time now for Kaplan and Crew tonight's Community Connect.
Shelter to Soldiers selects dogs from shelters and rescue groups all throughout California. Our ideal candidate at Shelter to Soldier is 8 months to a year and a half old. They're confident in different environments. They have strong social drive. Another motivator like food or toy drive. And ultimately, these are dogs that want to have a job and that have a greater purpose to become a service dog. Currently, about 85% of our dogs pass their service dog training. But if they don't pass, they become a career change. We don't like to use the word failure around here. So career change to an emotional support animal, or if that doesn't work out, then they career change to a pet dog. Still finding a loving placement and purpose in life.
Casa de Amparo has been around since 1978, and now we're in the Twin Oaks Valley in San Marcos with a beautiful campus. We work with children and families who've experienced chronic trauma over their lifetime, and we're here to help heal that.
I always told myself, seeing that my mother passed away through domestic violence, that I would never put myself in that position. And if it ever happened, I would leave. But it's easier said than done.
These are foster youth who are not able to manage in a foster home environment. My husband and I have been a part of the San Marcos community in our businesses since 1993.
One of the beautiful things about Kayleen, she started here at Casa de Amparo years ago when we were at the shelter with a church group.
How can we best give back is to volunteer our time.
Because without donors like Bassett, we would not be able to provide the services we provide.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by BMW San Diego, your certified BMW dealer, serving drivers throughout San Diego and the surrounding areas.
Shelter to Soldiers selects dogs from shelters and rescue groups all throughout California. Our ideal candidate at Shelter to Soldier is 8 months to a year and a half old. They're confident in different environments. They have strong social drive, another motivator like food or toy drive. And ultimately, these are dogs that want to have a job and that have a greater purpose to become a service dog. Currently, about 85% of our dogs pass their service dog training. But if they don't pass, they become a career change. We don't like to use the word failure around here. So career change to an emotional support animal, or if that doesn't work out, then they career change to a pet dog. Still finding a loving placement and purpose in life.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and crew show on the mightier 1090 AM. A new generation of radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
Hi,